What's up, everybody? This is the Grand Line Gazette, where we talk about One Piece damn near every damn day. And you guys hopefully just read chapter 1138, or possibly the spoilers for 1139. Either way, you're up to date. We are up to date as well. We're talking about history stuff. You guys gonna check out our video on Friday? We're talking about Eneru's cover story, where we do the history breakdown. Did you guys check out our video on Monday about the Blackbeard Pirates and the Revolutionaries? Did you check out our videos last weekend where we talk about the mural? Well, we still going strong. This week, today, Wednesday, we're talking about the Maxim. Eneru's ship, as seen on the mural. It wasn't Eneru's ship exactly, but we're going to talk about it. If this is your first video, that's Kev. I'm Corey. It's been a minute for the intro, so let's get started. Kev, can you take it away?
Yeah. So I mean, we are introduced to the Maxim at the end of the Skypiea arc, and it's Enel's colossal flying arc. It was actually built by Gonfal's men, so they were just used as slaves in the latter half of Skypiea's like reign to just kind of be built for him. And so to go along with the same aesthetic that he is a god, he has a throne built into it beneath a golden face, large storage areas, and my favorite part is its ability to fly based off of the jet dial backup system that it has. So it has hundreds of jet dials that are underneath its sides. That way it can propel itself upward and even fly in space. So as you guys saw in our cover story, he makes it all the way to the moon. And that's, I mean, for a ship that is supposed to be on the ocean, it's out there, obviously. But it's interesting to see.
And it's definitely very anime esque. It's
Mhm.
definitely very, because this is like 2005, early 2000s kind of thing. So it's very like the 90s, like city in the sky anime kind of thing. I think Naruto also had a movie where he was a kid where there was like a city in the sky kind of thing.
Hmm,
So it's like that there's no stranger to that kind of thing when it comes to anime. And I
sure.
kind of like that trope of just
Yeah.
like giant, like just ships, like buildings, like flying machines. You know what I mean? We see it every day with Shield if you're a Marvel fan. But with this one, it's like it's definitely a multifaceted vehicle. Like it's got the paddles, so if you needed to, it literally could just be a normal ship. It's got the air propellers to get it in the air, and then it's even got space capability. So the one thing about like One Piece is we don't know the whole oxygen, atmosphere, space scenario. We're not the pressure underwater scenario. Like gravity is a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
And with his ability specifically, it's hard to imagine like, or it's hard to really wrap my head around like, hey, like his Logia fruit may not require him to breathe, I
Exactly. It's like, are
guess.
you Frieza? Are you like Frieza? It's like
So
you
I
where you don't
who
have to.
knows?
It's like, what is this? But that being said, this arc, this ship is powered by his Logia ability.
Yes.
And just to give you a concept of how strong this ability is, his Raigo is able to take out entire cities, not a town, populated cities, and remove them from the map. We have not seen another power this strong until we saw the power of one of the ancient weapons, possibly the power of an ancient weapon with a fragment of the mother flame. And Enel was doing that kind of stuff off base. No, I think he had observation hockey, but I don't think he was using Conqueror's hockey. You know what I mean?
I
So
agree.
so take
I
that
agree.
same power. I'm taking that same power, and that's how much power it needs to power this ship and propel it to the moon. So it's like that's quite an abundance.
Yeah, and the way he can use the ship in order to help his combat power. So what he does is he'll use the ship to elevate to a certain height, and then he'll use Death Pia to create a thunderstorm. And then on top of after he creates the thunderstorm, then he uses the Rygo. Then he uses the what is that heavy thunder, It's like you're just basically literally becoming a god, and you're pointing at the ground. It's like lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, and it's like
Yeah,
okay,
that's true. It's
it's
also like
over
a
with.
conduit and a generator and a store battery, like a battery for his power. Like the gold helps like as a conduit to channel it through the ship, but he
Sure.
also has. It says what kind of dials does he have? He has
What was it?
like air dials. I think that's what it's called.
It had 200.
Jet
Yeah,
dials. Yeah, he has jet
jet dials.
dials
Thank you.
plugged up on the whole thing that when he ever runs out of power, he has backup storage power, powering the jet dials to keep them propelled in the air. So, jet dial, just one of them was enough to counter Luffy's attacks. So imagine
Yes.
200 of them also stored on a battery. It's like this ship is massive. This is something that if one of like you as you guys can see in the background, it has steps leading up to there. Like I'm guaranteeing you, you could probably fit 10 people across on those steps. That's how big that just one ship is. Second point to
And,
say its
and I
size
agree. Yeah.
compared
But,
to the Noah and when it was originally built. Do you think these things were built around the same time?
and no, unless
Not the Maxim, the original one from the mural.
oh, I mean, possibly they could probably be made out of the same wood as well. I mean, Atom wood seems to be a great choice for a lot of our main ships, the Sunny, Oro Jackson. I'm assuming the Ark, and then probably this one as well. I mean, who knows? Atom Tree could definitely be on Skypiea. It's not impossible now that we find out that
I think the Noah
Atom
was
woods are
made out of
everywhere.
atom wood. That's why it was so like such a big, and it was massive. Which is why it was such a
Yes.
big deal for Luffy to break apart, which was like a feat in its own. But it's like, all right, bro, like we just went through a 70 episode arc. Like fight Hordy a little bit more. I don't need you to punch a ship. But that was Oda power scaling him the whole time. Like, bro, like this guy's a threat. Like, I can't just have him fight people because he'll just kill everybody.
And some of the trivia at the bottom here, I actually didn't know this, but the Maxim gets its name from the very first machine gun, the Maxim, which is the primary reason for the European success and conquest and colonization in the 19th century, just as Enel planned to colonize the moon. The inventor of the gun, Hiram Maxim, also designed various flying machines.
I'm very
So
I'm very interested. The only other ship that we've seen two more ships actually fly. One was Garp from punching the ship
fair.
up, and the other is the hack Big News Morgans has a ship that can fly, but that's with the assistance of birds. Um,
And I'll give you a fourth. Whatever Emu was using to destroy Lelucia was flying.
yeah,
I just don't know if it's a devil fruit or a ship or
and
like
I'm
who
damn
knows?
near giving
Who
you a
knows?
fifth, Punk Records.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Punk Records is perfect. I like that too.
So we are
Uh,
not we're in the realm now where we do have flying ships, but the flying ships that we have are all massive. Like there are no small flying vehicles. They're all just massive warships.
and it's so rare to get them. Um, let's take just the Nell since we're on it. You have to have the ability to build a ship like it. You have to have the jet dials as well, so not that tech isn't everywhere. And then after all of that, you still have to have a Nell's power to power this up.
You have to have Enel's power. You have to have the prior knowledge and the blueprints, the concept of it. You have to have
Yeah,
enough gold. You have to have enough manpower slash slaves. You have to be in a position where you can enslave people, and then you have to be in a position where you have the ability to power the ship, and let alone the tone dials technology. It's like you gotta light a lot of shit up, and it just so happened he did. And it's like, honestly, it's like when he's sitting there, all cross-legged, digging in his ear and stuff like that. It's like, honestly, though, you did that, bro. You did the
yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of world conquerors look up to Enel. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, as far as before we wrap it up, going back to the mural. So, in the mural, in chapter 1138, spoilers. Hopefully, you watched it, read it. whatever. There is a lightning bolt going from the older Maxim to whatever Frankie is in front of. So it could be the base of the tree. It could be like a Frankie as a symbol. It could be something else hidden. It could be a doorway. Or it could be like, that is the thing that caused like the destruction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that being said, there's a giant lightning bolt, which means like this thing has always been synonymous with the lightning. They go hand in hand.
And yeah, going back to what I was saying, it's like I don't know. Without a power source, you're not getting off the ground like this. So it's either the devil fruit or, back to what you were saying, the mother flame. Those are the only two options that we have right now that we can really. Well, I guess anti-gravity that Vegapunk uses, but that's kind of hard to come by for now, at least.
I wonder if this devil fruit is basically a faux mother flame. So if it's like we can use all this electricity, kind of like cola, how that's kind of like the faux mother
Cola.
flame. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Which it's like, okay, so we have cola, that carbonation can be used as the energy source. And maybe that's what like the mother flame's like, full of a carbonated source, and that's why Vegapunk could never like really make it like that. But we have the overabundance of lightning. I would like to see how much of the mother flame actually powers like the Maxim, because then I would equate that to like the attack, Nami and Zeus did on Ulti. I'm like, okay, so that's like how much. That's not exactly Eneru, but that's like half a Eneru blast. So maybe that's like this much mother flame. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to equate the lightning to mother flame ratio.
Yeah, just like a percentage or something like that. Just kind of give me the scale it for me so I can
Thank you.
understand
That's all
how
I'm trying
big
to
this
say.
powerful this thing is. But it's, I mean, you guys tell us at the end of the day, like, how is this the best ship that's out there? Are we gonna build the Sunny into something better? We have Lilith here in Vegapunk, so we could build a flying ship with anti-gravity. Elbath has all these flying small ships. I don't want to equate them to this
That
because this is like what we're saying. The Noah is much bigger than those, but they're flying around right now. Like
that's a
they're doing
crazy
it.
that's a crazy question, a crazy thought. Like, are we done with all the Sunny's power ups?
Oh, I
Like,
don't think so.
like there's a lot
God, I
of
hope.
there's a lot of new tech that they've seen post time skip. That might be a video.
I'm right there with you. I think we have to, but I also think that that's kind of what Frankie's story is going to be all about.
Oh,
Um, Oda's written it for years where Frankie actually does. It's like in the other universe, Frankie is actually a ship at age 60 or some shit. I mean, I don't know. It's
so
Oda's telling me this, so
I
it's like,
I've finally
I
done it.
guess.
I've become the ship. It's like, what'd you eat? The ship fruit, bro? Like, it's like that dog that turned into a tank.
Yeah. Well, for him, he was never able to do any surgery on his back
That's true.
because that's just not that's not how the human body works. But now he has an engineer in Lilith that could easily do surgery on his back to help him make it, cut that percentage of human down to as minuscule as you can get. But I mean, I'm with it. I like the Maxim. It's my second favorite ship out of all of One Piece. And I love that I can go space travel because that was something that I'm like, now you're telling me pirates are in space? I'm never watching this shit. And then it's like, here I am.
If you'll watch ninjas in space, you'll watch pirates in space. Damn
That's fair. That's fair.
No, be damned if you try to make that distinction. But everybody, let us know your guys' thoughts on the Maxim. Let us know your guys' thoughts on the mural. What you guys think this is going to play in the final arc of this series. Go watch the new Fantastic Four trailer, and we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.